Hi guys, today I wanted to talk about, actually I have a bunch of, bunch of things I have to talk to you about, but the first one on the pile was, why do I choose to be an indie writer? I have no agent, all this stuff. And this is something that people have asked me before, and I've asked myself, and the truth is, when I first started out, I wanted to do like what was considered the norm, which was to solicit an agent, try to get an agent to be interested in me, because then if you get an agent, then you can jump through hoops to get you with a big publisher, because a lot of big publishers, I don't know if people know this, they won't even look at you if you don't have an agent. They don't want to have fuck all to do with you if you do not have an agent. Why? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. They don't want to have anything to do with you if you don't have an agent. Period. So, of course, that's what you're told. You got to be a big time writer, so you got to do this, and then you got to do this, and then you got to. And what ended up happening is I was spending more time trying to figure all this stuff out and trying to actually find an agent that was good, figure out who that was, have them pay attention to me. Most of them don't. Or weren't interested, and not because they're, being jerks, but because they were looking for certain things, and I didn't fit the mold. And I'll be honest, I didn't do it long before I was like, oh God, enough of this. I just want to write. Because what ended up happening was I wasn't writing. I wasn't writing because I was too busy trying to figure out all the politics behind what I was supposed to be doing and writing, which is ridiculous. And then I also read some articles as well from people who are I should say a person, I don't know why I get this people. One lady who was with a major publisher, and she ended up ditching the publisher and just indie publishing. The reason why was because she said there's a lot of boundaries on you. And I don't know. I mean, there's probably people out there saying, no, that's not true. That was just the person whatever. And I don't know. The point is I don't have time to do research and look high and low and try to figure out the best. I just want to write. I just want to get my writing out there. I want to have the freedom to do what I want to do. And unfortunately, what I got out of this particular article by this particular I can't talk lady was that she didn't have the freedoms that she wanted as a writer. She felt like, you can do whatever you want. We're just not going to let it go to the next phase until you do what we want. So, and I'm totally misquoting her and whatever. The point is that I want to do my own thing. I write very differently. And actually, one of the things I think I wanted to talk to you about today in another video was coloring outside the lines. I really color outside the lines, so that doesn't make me as maybe, I don't want to say publishable, not that that's a word. It just makes it that I'm a harder sell. So what publishers want, or what I get the sense they want, is somebody who is going to be the next whoever. I'm not even going to mention any authors. Big selling authors, they can make a lot of money. And it's the same, and creatively, it's the same in the music industry, television, whatever. It's like, oh, this show, this band, this whatever is very successful. We got to find someone to do exactly the same thing, just a little different, but enough that we know it's a home run. We're not fucking around here. We're not going to invest all this money into this book or TV show or band or whatever the artistic endeavor is, just because it's not safe. We're not sure it's safe. So why would we put money in it? People don't want different. They don't want to try something different. They want the same thing. It's just slightly, slight modification. And if you don't believe me, look at, some of the processed food items out there. They're kind of the same, but they're a little bit different. Slightly different flavor or whatever. Anyway, and that's kind of what happens. And in my opinion, just my opinion, is, what's sellable? What is a home run? What's a guarantee sale? That's what I think a lot of big publishing houses want. I think that's what a lot of big television studios want. That's what a big record labels want. they want a sure thing. They don't want to take a chance because, uh-oh, that could mean a lot of money loss. And that's understandable. It's understandable. It's not for me. It's not for me. I am not going to be writing books and I'm not, again, going to mention a bunch of best-selling authors, and not because there's anything wrong with them, just because I don't want to do what they did. I want to do what I want to do, and I want to be true to myself, and maybe that will lead me to on a path to nowhere. That's fine. That's a decision I made myself. I'm rambling now. Anyways, the point of what I'm trying to say is it's not for everyone. And I chose this. It's not like, oh, she's an indie author because nobody would publish her or nobody would take her on, no agent, it's kind of like it's kind of like the old, oh, she never got married because, or he never got married, or they, you know what I mean? Because nobody would, whatever. It's the same idea and it's the same mentality rather than, well, maybe this person made a specific choice. Maybe this couple didn't have kids because they decided not to, not because there was anything wrong with them or whatever. That, people make decisions. I made this decision. Maybe someday I will feel differently. Maybe someday I will be with a big publisher. Maybe someday I'll have an agent and everything. But at this time, I felt like I had to decide what's best for me, and that was what's best for me. And to be honest, I like that freedom. I want to be able to write whatever I want to write. I don't want anybody telling me, do this, don't do this. This is, I'm doing what I'm going to do for a reason. That's why I write. Anyway, freedom of expression. That is all I have to say about that topic. What do you think? Like, share, subscribe. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you watching.